the first advice that I would want to share with anyone is no is a full sentence.
Big one.
Know how to use it well. No. N-O. No is a full sentence. Know how to use it well. Because I know that being born in this part of the world, or I would say in this western part of Nigeria particularly, we are literally born and bred to, please people, to, please people, to, mitigate people's, ego, feelings, emotions, try to, appease them. That's how we are mostly brought up. I wouldn't say so for everybody, but most of us are brought up that way. I'm not supposed to always kneel down if I want to, greet anybody outside. Growing up, you'd be like, this person is senior you. I know some of you might not be Yoruba, but that literally says, oh, this is an elderly person. You kneel down to greet an elderly person. You understand? But growing up, you know that, oh, okay, you're not, supposed to, or it's not necessary for you to do that to every elderly person you meet.
Why?
Hi. Welcome back to Modern Giggles. I'm Aduke.
And I'm TSC.
Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. This is episode 9 of our podcast. We're so excited. We hope you're having as much fun as we are.
We hope so.
Thank you again for all the show of love. We see all your likes, comments, engagement across all our platforms, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Thank you so much for this show of love. We appreciate it.
Yeah, like she said, thank you so much. And please keep subscribing to our YouTube channel. We want to get more engagement. We want to do a whole lot of things. And please keep subscribing. Or you can also follow us on IG at Modern Giggles and on TikTok at MTGPod. And there's a link in our bio for you to fill out a form that would give you opportunity to suggest a topic or an idea, or to submit a story that you want to hear our views on. And on that note, please, our episodes are going to be at a particular time frame now going forward. And when we decide to expand it, we'll let you know.
Okay. And on that note, we're going to be going to the next segment of today's session. How was your week, TSC?
Lagos dealt with me this week going to work. Jesus. Lagos State government is okay. If you see the water very close to my estate, it was as if you know the song "Wade in the Water." Literally, that was what I was singing, because
oh my god,
I couldn't just believe that an estate where they have expensive apartments is facing that kind of problem. And guess what? It was there for over 24 hours. Okay. Nobody did anything. Nobody came to come and check, oh, is it better? And unfortunately, assuming rain falls again, like the next day, it will have worsened the situation. Mm-hmm. So what exactly are we doing here? What's the point of having an apartment in a place that is waterlogged?
Mm-hmm. It stretched over 24 hours, actually, almost 48 hours.
It was so
the water
annoying.
Was still there the following day when you were going to work.
It was still there. And it was so annoying, because in my head, I'm like, what were these people thinking? And the rain kept falling and kept falling. It was as if God was telling me don't go to work. But then I'm like, God, why?
I'm so sorry you had to go through that.
It was bad. And then coming off from her birthday, I'm sure she didn't remember to say that last week.
Oh, yeah.
So coming off from her birthday, we had this sleepover night thing. Mm-hmm. I'll let her say that.
Well, my own week was explosive. I mean, it started very calm and looking groggy, slow. I didn't think my birthday was going to turn out the way it did. But yeah, the week went very well. I it was good enough for me to say I had a blast on my birthday,
More than.
Yeah. My girls came through, we had food, we had drinks, cocktails, endless cocktails actually.
Yeah, made by Maki.
Yeah,
For
made
this
by
particular one, we're going to tag her.
Yeah.
And we'll post some of the pictures from the cocktails that she made. So you can check her out and just follow her. It was magnificent.
Thank you for your hospitality, Maki. She's also my friend.
Yes.
Her name is Tomra.
Exactly.
Tomra, I love you so much. Shout out to you.
Exactly. She was so good.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Best cocktail I've had in this Lagos. I'm not even kidding.
She's ruined Lagos cocktail for me now, because I would go out and I would be so pissed at every bare minimum, mediocre cocktail.
And it was hitting every spot it was supposed to.
Yes.
And she kept on bringing it. It kept on coming. It never.
It was
it's like when you go for bottomless cocktails, and that was literally what it was.
Endless cocktails.
Yeah.
Like unlimited cocktails, rather. It was amazing.
It was amazing.
Yeah,
really love it.
I didn't know my night was going to go that way, but I loved it. I loved it so much. Shout out to everybody that came around.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Yeah. And thank you so much for coming. And I appreciated all the gifts I got you. Thank you so much for all the birthday wishes, all the messages, the calls, the gifts. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This girl is grateful.
That was literally how our week went.
Yeah, that's how my week went. Because even after the birthday, went down, I had to recover from the night before. So it was
a lot went down.
Yeah, a lot went down.
Oh, by her.
By me.
Exactly. A lot went down. Thank God for God. God was very faithful.
Thank God. So yeah, that's how my week went. And we're going to be going on to the next segment of this episode. Today, we're going to be talking about the advices we wish we got earlier. We are not old. I won't say we are old enough to be giving, big advices, but we are old enough at least to share some things we've gone through and things we've learned from our own, perspective and this side of the world. So we're just going to get into it. The first advice that I would want to share with anyone is no is a full sentence.
Big one.
Know how to use it well. No, N-O, no is a full sentence. Know how to use it well, because I know that being born in this part of the world, or I would say in this western part of Nigeria particularly, we are literally born and bred to, please people, to, please people, to, mitigate people's, ego, feelings, emotions, try to, appease them. That's how we are mostly brought up. I wouldn't say so for everybody, but most of us are brought up that way. And growing up as an adult, you'd have to consciously, intentionally make yourself not be that people pleaser that you were, raised to be. You have to be able to, stand up for yourself, speak for yourself, be able to say no to some people, to some even strong, figures in your life, in your family. It will come to a stage where even your big uncles or big aunties, they might feel like they're in a position to make certain decisions or, give you certain takes. You have to be able to, put your best foot forward and, say no to them. This is not what I want for my life. This is what I want. This is how this should be. There are certain norms that could have even been, passed down, been taught to you, and they seemed normal. Maybe growing up, you didn't have the knowledge, to question those norms and why they were the way they were. But, growing up as an adult, you see things in different, in different ways, and okay, if this thing doesn't feel right, I'm not supposed to do this. I'm not supposed to always kneel down if I want to, greet anybody. outside, growing up, you'd be like, this person is senior you. I know some of you might not be Yoruba, but that literally says, oh, this is an elderly person. You kneel down to greet an elderly person. You understand? But growing up, you know that, oh, okay, you're not, supposed to, or it's not necessary for you to do that to every elderly person you meet.
Why?
Oh, I'm just saying, do you kneel down to greet every elderly person you meet? Like, I mean, people that are older than you.
When you define older. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Define older.
Oh, okay. When I say older than you, people that maybe any age older than you, say maybe 2 years, 3 years, 5 years.
It has to be from my mom's age, mate.
Aha.
Yeah, to a certain extent, rather.
Okay. So
normally, that's even growing up. That was it. You don't kneel down to greet everybody that was older than you when you were growing up.
I'm saying that it could be extreme in some people's upbringing. Okay, now, so my point basically is that you growing up, you already know that, okay, there are certain people that you accord respect to, not just every Tom, Dick, and Harry.
No, you're supposed to accord respect, basic respect to everybody.
I'm talking about the performance of kneeling. Okay, say you said something about people that are like from your mom's age and above, right?
And I said considerable age.
For example, now,
yeah,
you meet these people, say maybe in workplaces, in the market, anywhere. You don't necessarily need to kneel down to greet every one of them. You, of course, accord respect to them. You treat them with respect.
Interestingly, speaking on that, Seth, I don't like the performance itself of kneeling. Like, why do I have to imagine I'm wearing a jean and everywhere is like waterlogged, or I will not have to still look for a moment to kneel. And guess what? Interestingly, these people, they don't kneel down for God though. But then it's just so annoying to me because I'm like, why do I have to stress? What if I'm having like pain? I cannot even give any excuse of, I can't kneel down. And if you don't, they'll start looking at you as, she's so rude. She's so disrespectful. Yeah. I'm like, please.
Exactly my point. Like, you already have your reasons, like, why you wouldn't do that.
I would just genuflect.
Exactly. And
genuflecting is how we do it.
Yeah, the thing is, you can even still treat these people with respect without actually performing. People can kneel down to you and still be rude.
Yeah, but then I get it. You could either genuflect or just bow, because in the Yoruba culture, we're not going to westernize things here. Because in the Yoruba culture, it is expected of you to accord respect in that performance way, whether you disrespect them or not. However, to going to the point of kneeling and dobaling sometimes can be too extreme, especially depending on where you were, like your location at that moment. You could either just bow down or genuflect. Yeah. Both works.
Yeah, that works. Well, there is one that I should have mentioned first, which is very important to me. I owe this there so much. The other advice would be the one that should have been the first advice would be to center God in your life. In everything you do, center God in your life, making I would say, focal point, like the middle ground from where every other thing, flows out from. In the way you live your life, the way you associate with people, the habits you pick up, what you consume, the way you live life, basically. Let yourself be an expression that, okay, this person has God, with them. This person lives in a godly way. This person has God as their father. This person is of God. This person, they see you and they see Christ, basically. If you center God in your life, I feel like every other thing just comes to you, as God has planned it. If you have God in your life, you make him the main point, you make him the center of your life. Everything you have to do, every decision you have to take, you don't have to maybe worry about protection. You don't have to worry about maybe fear. You will not even be fearful. There are certain things that would be on your mind, and you just take it to a place of prayer, then thanksgiving. Just trusting in God basically just changes, the trajectory of how you see things or how things play out in your life. That is how I think. That's how I've been taught in the past, few years of me being in my, faith walk. I just feel like it is very, very important for anyone say maybe in your teenage years or in your early 20s, as an adult, basically, to, very much
human being.
Yeah, as an human being, to basically center God in your life. That is one thing that I have to say on that. If there is any other advice that would, take the top shelf with these first two that I've mentioned, is that you should love yourself.
I don't think love yourself should top center God. But
No,
anyway,
I'm not
share
saying
on the
top
topic
center
of
God.
centering God in your life. You mentioned something about prayer in throughout like my time, and then work with me, everybody. So I believe prayer is not for you to force God's hand to do something.
Okay.
Is for you to move yourself from the position you are closer to Him. Because guess what? You don't need to tell God to do something before he knows that he's supposed to do it. Like you said, I know the plans that I have for you, plans of to do you good and not to do you evil, to bring you to an expected end. That means so far he already has an expected end for you. He already knows what you're going to do, what you're going to say to get to that end. So prayer is not necessarily for God to change his mind about something. Right? It's for you to be in communication with God, because that's the way you can communicate with God. It's like when you're communicating with your partner, you're on the phone, you're calling. Exactly. So that's what I believe. So a lot of people try to use prayer as, oh my God, I'll pray, I'll do this. It's good. I'm not saying it's not. But then I think one thing they always forget is the fact that prayer doesn't necessarily mean that, okay, oh my God, I've changed God's mind. No, because there's even a point where my pastor was saying that for you to come to God to ask for certain things, you ask him to give you the knowledge of what to ask for. Meaning you're not asking based on your human flesh, you're asking based on what God wants to do in your life. So you don't come and start asking for, I need this, I need that. What if those things are not what God needs in your life for you to actually make it? What if he needed to provide you with something else? So that's just
So basically it brings you in alignment with God.
With God's plan. So the more prayer that we should pray is actually to be in alignment with God, to always feel closer to him, to always have him at the forefront of our minds. Talking on advices that people should have, not everybody is your friend. I think we've spoken on that before. Yeah, not everybody is your friend. Not even the tag now. It's just like, even the people you think are your friends might not necessarily be your friends. Not everybody is your friend. Your co-workers are not your friends. It's so wild, because you find out the hard way. You would think, oh my God, I have a friendship with this person. We're working in the same space. Until the person does something behind you and you're like, whoa. Learn that early. And learn how to cultivate like healthy friendships. I think that learning how to cultivate healthy friendships, learning how to spot red flags in guys one big advice, have a list of things. Guys always say, oh, you have list. Are you going to go and create the man now?
Okay, is this beyond friendship now?
No, this is another advice.
Okay.
Learn how to have things that you're looking for in a partner, in a friend. Have things that you're looking for, like have a list of things you're looking for in everything that you're doing. Whether it's your work, whether it's in church, whether it's on a project, have a list so that by the time you are hitting those marks,
basically
you'll be able to know that, okay, this person has this. Does he have empathy? Empathy is not asking him, do you have empathy? Why do you want to figure that out? It's by checking, okay, you've done some things, you've
observing.
Exactly. So have a checklist of things, because if you don't, you will just accept whatever comes, because you don't think you can get more than that. Yeah, you don't, because you're like, I will manage. There is no managing. There is everybody that is actually present and available for those kind of things. Push yourself. Also, another thing, toot your own on.
No one else.
Toot your own on. Nobody is coming to toot your horn for you. If you're working on a project and you're working with your boss, itemize and write down the things that you're doing, the things you've done, so that you can send that as an appraisal for the month or for the year, that this was the project I did and everything, and send it to your HOD, somebody, so they would see the work you're doing. Because trust me, it will just be bypassed. You just be getting bypassed and bypassed, and nobody is ever going to be like, oh, she did this, or she did that.
These are the things she's achieved so far.
Put your own on. Toot your own on, and not in a very proud way, but there should be a bit of pride, but in a way that is actually very organized and tailored into the things that you want to do. And also allow yourself room to experiment. Don't box yourself too soon. I would say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was a very good one, like a very good set of advices.
Yeah.
Well, the few ones I still have on my end would be to love yourself. I said it was, going to at least take the top shelf, after centering God in your life and all of that. So if you love yourself, it's a very, very important place to be, a very important place to live in. Self-love in itself it's remarkable. It's like a landmark thing in every person's life. You literally can't love someone if you don't have love for yourself, if you don't have the love of God. I would say, accepting God's love for you, that is where self-love starts from.
Yeah.
Then intentionally, taking in all of that, and you can't pour from an empty cup too. It is when you have self-love for yourself that you can eventually pour into others, love others. And one more thing that I would say stands out to me is that some relationships are not meant to last forever.
As I said,
you
can't be friends with everyone.
Yeah, they're not meant to last forever. And I think the last one would be that
so many last ones.
The last one, to stop waiting until you're ready. Stop waiting until you're ready. Just
do it. Nike logo, just do it.
Just do it, because there is not going to be enough resources for you to start if you keep waiting. There'll be excuses will keep showing up, and they'll keep rearing their head. So
to add to that, someone just said that when you're waiting on a sign from God, especially people that use that as a clause not to date somebody, God has not given me sign. The fact that you're looking for a sign might be a sign for you to actually do it or not do it. So learn how to figure things out yourself, because God cannot do everything for you. God cannot give you the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding, the resources, everything, and still make the decision for you. Abba, now you have to do some certain things yourself, because the service of God is not by force. You have to choose to serve God. That means that if you're choosing to serve God, you must be able to make your decisions for you. He has already guided you on how to make the decision. It's just left for you to do it. But you still be saying, I want thunder to strike before I know that is the one for me. Please, let's do better. And that brings us to, we would like to actually know the advices that you wish you had received when you were growing up, now that you're older. I think this will make sense. To add to it, I think they should start teaching financial investments or financial literacy in schools, so that people from a young age would know how to save, how to earn, how to keep things, and what to do with their money. It will be better. But we'd love to hear from you. Whatever silly advice, interesting one, fun, whatever, please just comment on the YouTube comment section. We'll see it and we'll respond to it. And thank you for being with us for this particular episode. We love you, and we want you to keep subscribing to the channel, keep liking up videos, keep commenting, keep sharing to everybody, your loved ones, your enemies, co-workers, family members, including family members that you are not speaking to. Yes, please. Thank you very much. And on that note, see you next time. Bye.